Georgia Bulldogs and the Ohio State Buckeyes. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Guys, Coach Kirby Smart told me he is concerned going to an environment like this, one of the best crowds in all of college football. They make it loud and frenetic. He has talked to his quarterback and his center about having a high level of communication here on the road. Back to you guys.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. And the Buckeyes ready to kick it away first. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. You think the fans are ready for this one? The booth's shaking underneath us, guys. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard games just because of the body blow effect.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Back to throw. It's Stockton. Makes the grab. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that end route.
Here's a gift to Frazier. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Great team defense on that one play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D-linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Wants to fire on second down. Makes the grab on the left. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
I love defenses that can tackle the catch right away. They're not giving up any yak. As soon as that player has the ball, he goes down now.
On third down, here's Frazier. They stopped him after a short game, probably just wanted to mitigate the losses with fourth down coming. Georgia lining up to punt it away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Gonna field this one in tight quarters. The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarm him under for no gain. Inside, it's Jackson. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Here's Julian Sayin to throw. That's caught. It's Smith. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense.
Listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
You know, these linebackers have to be so good in zone coverage of reading the quarterback's eyes to get to the ball. You saw that linebacker do it.
On 2nd and 10, a 4 wide out set, trips right. Scanning the field, it's Sayin. It's complete to the right.
During the week, you got to talk to your quarterback. Quarterback, What do you like? What's your favorite, safest routes, easiest reads? Love coming out with those early with the short passing game.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Again, it's Ncaa. Going to try to get it himself. Keeps it and gets the first down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive.
And this offense, they don't want a field goal. You can tell they want a touchdown. They want points. Fourth down, going for it. And how about the QB, man? How about the poise? Dropping back to throw the football. Nah, it's not open. Nothing there I don't feel comfortable with. But he absolutely pulls the trigger, makes the decision, tucks it, and gets the big fourth down conversion.
Throwing, say it. Shoots it to the left. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And that's how pressure on a quarterback can affect the passing game. They were able to get after him on that play, and as a result, the QB made a bad decision, forcing that football into double coverage.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Red pass hits complete. Brings into the open. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business for the first and goal.
Well, everybody knew this guy was going to get his touches coming into this game, considering he's one of the better receivers in the country. And to start it off, the offense was actually looking the other way. They were looking for other guys to make big plays, but finally they got the opportunity. They were able to find some space to get their best receiver.
Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. On the run from inside his own 5. Couldn't find room for the big play. He'll be stopped after a short return as the coverage unit right on top of it. His drive will open from the 15. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
What a great play by the defensive tackle. Look, sacks aren't just for very athletic, long defensive ends. These D tackles, man, they use their strength. They push linemen back in the pocket, collapse it, come away with the sack.
Quarterback may change this route. Dropping back, it's Stockton. Looking to the big tight end. Complete to the left. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they've kick-started this drive with that one. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here, and we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Looking downfield on first down. Quickly to the tight end. Really nice job creating his own space, running with attitude. He's up to the 37-yard line. The Bulldogs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. The give, running right, is Frazier. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Shotgun snap on third down. Quick completion on the out route. And he's ruled down right there, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. And the Bulldogs are moving quickly down the field. They'll move the wide receiver. to the air on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
And a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
Back to pass, it's Stockton. Throwing right. This time it's complete. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40. The Dogs getting set on 1st and 10. They'll give to Frazier. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. Timeout signaled for by the Buckeyes. That's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. And the Dogs kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. On first down, Nate Frazier. Knocked down after a gain of 1 to the 27.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Back to pass. The screen, and watch out. It's a fumble. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession.
Man, and this is why you practice 5 points of pressure with the football. You cannot put the ball on the ground. Doesn't matter how many defenders are around you or how hard you get hit. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win games.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. Down to the 18-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to throw on first down. Get it out on the screen. There he goes. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs!
I was so excited for this game because I just knew it was going to be a back-and-forth battle, and that's what we've seen here. Great job by the quarterback. Good decision, reading the coverage, accurate throw. They get the extra point. This thing is all knotted up.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. And that extra point leaves us deadlocked here in the second. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Here's Sayin to throw. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
That quick slant is a hard ball to adjust to and make your quarterback look good. If you throw it behind me and I'm coming down the line of scrimmage, I really don't have a chance to adjust and try to make my quarterback look good. He's got to miss that thing low or high. He can't miss it behind me.
They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. Throws it deep. Oh, what a grab, pulling it in with one hand. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to get it off quickly.
Oh, it's a highlight-type catch. Big throw down the field. And how about my guy going up and stabbing it with one hand? That was beautiful.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. In the red area, it's Jackson. He never had a chance on the draw. Tackled almost as soon as he got the ball.
And the draw play, you know, it's about looking over here, look for pass, and then slipping it in real quick. Defense, too quick getting in the backfield, caging that ball, making it stay in the middle of the field, getting the big TFL.
Punch it out of the air. Touchdown, Ohio State. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
And the point after is good. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to pass. It's Stockton. Fires to the wideout. Got his man. They bring him down, but it'll be first down at the 42. The Bulldogs will use their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Looking to throw on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. Georgia comes quickly to the line. They'll try to get it through the air. Pulls it in. Timeout on the field, and that's the second call by Georgia. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on third and short.
Looking downfield, and time is running short. They get to him, and down he goes, and that's the danger of trying to take a shot on second and short. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. On third down, here's Frazier. Oh, it's a fumble. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. They want to get the ball back right now, lining up for an onside kick to start the second half. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
Yeah, and I know you're down. I think it's always hard of when to pull the trigger, when to be aggressive. And listen, they decided it was time. It's the third quarter. Got to make something happen. Got to make a play. Unfortunately, it was just unsuccessful.
So here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter. Makes the grab in their space. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
From the 30-yard line on first down. Say it. Caught by Smith. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeye! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And you got to love seeing that if you're the head coach of this team, right? You always want to see your team start fast early in games and then also start fast at the beginning of the third quarter. You had a big lead. You take the ball right away here in the second half. You drive it down the field, and you score. This offense has been dialed in right from the get-go. It's been very impressive to watch.
Here comes the Georgia offense, ready to go on the attack. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a score of its own. Turning it on! They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. They gobbled up a ton of yardage to open this drive, and now in business near midfield at the 49. Under fire. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football.
Wants to throw. It's Stockton. The sweet feet buy a little time. And the throw out to the sideline, good for a few. They'll mark him out of bounds right at the 45-yard line. The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on third down. Handoff for Frazier. They get him in the backfield, and he loses 3 on the play.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
Trying play action. Unloads to the wideout. Makes a grab, got the conversion, and still going. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. This Georgia offense moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his man. It's Humphries. Guided out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 14. Timeout signal for by the Buckeyes. That's their first. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Going to the run, it's Frazier. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The play action fake. Under fire. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
And listen, there's nothing wrong with play action for this offense, but man, you got to protect. You got to sell that run. And if the quarterback's going to do that, he needs his guys up front to give him a little bit more time to maybe take those shots down the field and make some big plays for this offense.
Here's a heat. Breaks loose. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
And sometimes these QBs, man, you just want them to hang in the pocket maybe just a little bit longer. It's third down. I got a little bit I got to get, and I think he pulls the football down, tries to make a play with his feet, but the defense does their job and forces the fourth down.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Stepping to the right. He caught it. They tried to let him work his magic, but he is stopped well short of the first down.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. Say it. Bringing the heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long, different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls in.
Maybe picked up a couple as he gets to the 14.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Lined up in the gun on third down. Say it. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game.
Ah, what a great play by the defense. Listen, that's why he plays defense. Yes, I get it. I get the jokes. Defensive guys can't catch real well. But the offense, They caught a big-time break right there. That could have been disaster on their side of the field. Could have been a big turnover that led to points.
Oh, and now the ball has been knocked free. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground.
Man, that always stings for the offense. They are raring and ready to go. Got the chin strap buckled, ready to go try to get some points, ready to execute. Guy puts it on the ground, deflation. You got to walk back to the sidelines. All right, defense, I need another stop.
First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Here's Ncaa to throw. Over the middle, it's Smith. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jackson. On a little grass. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Buckeyes! This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone.
And I like the play design there, Dave. You got 4 wide receivers on the field, so you're trying to get the defense to substitute and put a bunch of DBs out there. Not a lot of guys close to the line of scrimmage. And then you run the football. And all you're trying to do with this guy is just get him in space, because once he gets there, man, he's got the speed to take it the distance.
No doubt, and you spread them out by bringing more receivers on the field. It puts more emphasis on the line of scrimmage. Nice job blocking up front, getting him a crack. And you could tell, man, once he got some speed downhill, he was gone.
And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. 90 yards in front of them as they start the drive at their own 10. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. Pushes forward for 3 out to the 13.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
Well, this is a big moment for this offense, too, because you want to capitalize on getting the turnover, right? You just threw an incompletion. Now you got a big down coming up. You've got to find a way to make a play here so that you can generate points and capitalize off of the opponent's mistake.
Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. So thanks to the defense, they take over, big lead in hand, and an opportunity to run this clock out if they so choose. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll go right back to him. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. Looking for space, it's Jackson. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. And that will extend their lead even further.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
The Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession, they went for it. They rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Reads it, fires complete. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the second level and getting a hat on the linebacker. That's why those types of plays are successful.
The Bulldogs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Motion from the wideout. Frazier again. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that first down.
Off play action on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit.
Maybe some room here. Got enough for the first. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, it's a nice change-up call on offense because obviously in the 4th quarter, you're down by a bunch of points and everybody in the stadium is expecting you to throw it to get back in the game. So you dial up the run play and you get a huge gainer. Hopefully that can give this offense the momentum they need to try to scrape and claw back into this one.
Yeah, and it's a nice decision by the quarterback when you run these RPOs. Man, if you can give it to him and you can get such positive yards like that, continue to do it. Make that defense react a different way, then I'll throw the football.
On the move, he fires. Complete to the right. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. Motion from the wide receiver. And the pass is incomplete, but it might not matter. Flag is down, and it looked as if the defense was roughing up that receiver. Now on 1st and goal, let's see what Georgia will do. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Georgia. The sure hands in the end zone, and he has 6.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds. At this point, a comeback would take one of the biggest miracles in the history of the sport, but they'll line up for the onside kick. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
Yeah, and listen, you start to get desperate, right? Late in the game, it's in the 4th quarter. You know, I got to steal a possession somehow, some way, and you got to pull the trigger and kick an onside, something you feel good with. They tried. Unfortunately, they failed, and this game's going to get difficult now even more down the stretch.
Inside the 30. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the 4th quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force-feed you the football to try and ice this game, and he's paying him off right now. That's a really nice run.
So now it's 2nd and long. I guess they're just trying to build up the stats. And this will be incomplete as the game comes to a close. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, 2 really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not. And that demonstrated itself today. The higher-ranked team is a team with national championship aspirations. They've got so much talent. They look good today.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.